Okay, welcome back to fuzzytutor.com. This is Jerry. We're going to talk about estas a little bit more. So we're going to use estas, and we are going to see that it is, am, or are, right? So it's referring to its state of being, and this is in the present tense, so this is the present tense of being, right? In other words, esti ends in e, so it's to be, okay? So this ends in as, so this is the present state of being. So we have mi, Mario, la instruisto, Carlo vi, la advocato. So these are all words from our word lists that we've covered so far. And our options for finishing the sentence are heme, heme. We have in Pariso, in Pariso. So we see that's a proper noun, and it ends in O, so it's definitely a noun. In is one of those easy to remember sight words because it sounds so much like in, at least for English speaking students. C'è la universitato, so this is on. C'è la universitato. And then the last option is amusa. So we see an adjective. Okay? So we see that we have our ending options are adverb, adjective, noun, noun. Okay? And these are going to talk prepositionally. They're going to speak about where we are, in or at the. Okay? So let's start with Mario. Okay, Mary estás, Mario estás, heme. So we could say, let's get a new color. Mario estás, heme. Okay, so we have the adverb, so it's modifying this verb right here, saying home. Estás, sense of being. Mario estás, heme, is. So Mario is at home. Okay? So this is modifying the verb and saying in the sense of where she's having her sense of being. She is at home. Okay? Next is, let's say, Carlo. Carlo estás en Pariso. So we'll say, Carlo estás en Pariso. Charles estás. Charles M in Pariso. Charles are in Pariso. Charles is in Pariso. So Charles M in Paris. Charles are in Paris. Charles is in Paris. So we're using it as is. Now we can see you. V, this is one of those nouns that are kind of exceptions. It's not VO, it's just V. V estás amusa. V estás amusa. You something amusing. Amusa, we're modifying the noun. And the noun here is you, person, place, or thing. And again, this is one of those exceptions where we don't have an O. You just have to memorize the U, or V, excuse me. So we're modifying this, so we're saying you are amusing. Vi estás amusa. You am amusing, you are amusing, you is amusing. So we see it's are. You are amusing, so we're using estás as are. La advocato estás c'è la universitato. La advocato estás c'è la universitato. The, here's one of those sight or sound words, the, la, advocato, the advocate. Advocate is a lawyer. La advocato estás c'è, here's another sight or sound word and another one, so at and the Need to remember those. La advocato estas ĉe la universitato. Here's our noun. The noun, here's our verb. It can be is, am, or are. So the lawyer estas at the university. Is at the university, am at the university, or are at the university. Now I could say la advocatoi and make it plural. And then we could say la advocatoi are. So when we say estas, it would become are. But as it is singular, we'll say la advocato estas ĉe la universitato. Estas means is. Mi estas en Parizo. I wish. So this is one of those sight words. Again, me is a noun, but it does not end in O. So you're just going to have to remember me, vi, li, she, ili. You're going to have to remember those. So mi estas en Parizo. I am in Paris. I wouldn't say I are in Paris or I is in Paris. I'm going to say I am in Paris. So estas is acting as am. Mi estas en Parizo. So estas is a very useful tool in Esperanto. Okay. Dankon. Ĝis la revido.